And we are continuing our GenCon coverage. I'm here at the De Beers booth with Matt. How you doing, Matt?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Pretty good. You having a good con so far, last day?
Oh yeah, it's always fun to do demos, talk to people, it keeps all the energy up. It's great.
Well, that's awesome because we're going to keep your energy up a little while longer.
All right.
We're going to do a quick overview of Michael Strogoff, which is not out yet, correct?
No, it comes out in October.
October? Yeah. Perfect.
We're going to launch it at Essen.
Oh, so you are launching at Essen. There you go. All right. Can you give us a quick overview of the game?
Okay, sure. So this is based on a Jules Verne novel. And in the novel, the Tsar of Russia finds out that his brother is about to be assassinated. And so he has to send warning all the way to Irkutsk via courier. And so these couriers are traveling across Russia to beat the bad guy here, Count Orgorev, and beat him, and then that's how you win the game.
Okay.
So the main basic mechanic is you have some choices here. You can advance to the next phase, and when you do that, you're going to get a trouble card. Okay? Trouble cards at the beginning are okay, but if you get too many of them, it might trigger a negative effect. Okay, so for example, in this instance, when I get 2 of the lightning cards, I'm going to have to trigger the effect, and I have to flip them over.
Okay.
Now, if I flip them over, that's not good because it means I can't advance until I deal with this.
Okay.
All right. So, in the second thing you can do is you can use your rest phase, and in the rest phase you can advance your health, or you can draw cards, or you can actually flip these over and get yourself back in shape to go.
Okay.
The other thing you could do in your main phase, the other third choice, is you can decide to resolve troubles. And when I'm resolving troubles, I've got these resource cards, and let's say that I'm going in my hand here. I have a lightning card, right? I can elect to play that lightning card, and it'll remove this trouble card. Okay. It goes back here. And the other good thing about that, if I solve enough troubles, they give me advantages. Okay. So, all right. So
this is the advantage you get from this one.
Yeah. So there's a phase where you roll a die, where you might roll a die, and if you get a 5 or 6, you get to pick an extra card. Okay. Now the last thing that happens is after everybody's gone, there's a phase called the trader phase. Okay. And in the trader phase, you're going to take one of these resources, and these cards are great because they have dual purposes. So the resource card will tell you what happens during that trader phase. Okay. So this one means Count Orgorev, the bad guy. Orgorev, he gets to advance a space. Okay. It also means that we're going to fill one of these ally card spaces with an ally. These guys will help you do things. I'll explain that in a sec. Okay. And then you also are going to move the Tartars, who are trying to capture you and give you negative cards. They're trying to stop you.
So these guys are moving down to capture you?
Yeah. So it tells you what space they're going to go to. So in this case, it's going to go to 9. The modifier is already at 4, so we're going to move it up to 5. That means they're a lot harder to escape from.
And that's because of the +1 here, correct?
Exactly, that's right. So now these ally cards are great because if I were to discard one of the ally cards, there's an ally phase before the main phase, right? So if I discard, in this case, I play the ally. I'm going to discard one of these cards, and we could use that one. It has the same face. Okay. And then I get to resolve one of my troubles. Put it away.
So that's another way to resolve the trouble.
Yeah. So the way the game ends is Orgorev eventually is going to get all the way around here.
Right.
Okay. And if I beat him to space 12, then we get to have like a showdown. Okay.
Okay, showdown.
So, right. And so depending on where he is, in this case, he made it all the way to 4. So I'm going to take 4 Orgorev cards, and I'm going to solve them just like I did those other troubles. Okay. So let's say like this comes up. I'm going to need a seal card in order to eliminate that. And then let's say I don't have the Tartar hat. I can spend a health point in order to resolve that card. It goes all the way down. So you're going to want to go into the last round with either some good amount of resources cards or enough health or whatever so that you can beat him.
So I'm starting to understand strategy. You might want to try and race him before he gets powerful, or you might want to try and get as much card to deal with the trouble cards, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a huge press to your luck element because you can try and not get the same kind of trouble cards, and you can push it. Let's say you can even get up to 4 cards without invoking the problems, right? And so you're trying to race the other guys. You're trying to beat Orgorev because if he makes it all the way around to space 12 before any of the other players gets there, he wins.
Oh, it's auto win.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The other cool thing about it is you can play 1 to 5 players, so it can be a solo game.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's just as good with it's just as good with all numbers of players. So
yeah, actually, I could see how this would scale really well. It looks really interesting. We're probably gonna bother Matt for some copies of the game after Essen, so we don't bother him too much.
No, that'd be great. I'd be happy to help you out,
awesome.
so you can play it. We love this game. We're really excited for its release. So
that's all. It looks really interesting. I can't wait to get my hands on it.
Cool.
Listen, Matt, enjoy the rest of the con.
All right, it was nice to see you.
Subscribe now to our channel to stay in the loop. If you like our work, help us continue by sharing the channel to your gaming group. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.